Hey, welcome to my Evercrest Capital channel. In today's video, I'm talking about best dividend stocks to buy in USA 2025. So today's topic will be interesting, don't miss out. So dive into the video. Pill 1. Johnson & Johnson J&J. Alright, let's start with a true healthcare heavyweight, Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol Johnson & Johnson. This company is as American as it gets. You've definitely used their products, Tylenol, Band-Aid, Neutrogena, Listerine. But the real magic? It's in their pharmaceutical and medtech businesses, which now make up the bulk of their revenue. In 2023, Johnson & Johnson spun off its consumer health segment into a separate company called Kenvue, which allowed them to focus on higher margin segments like cancer treatments, immunology drugs, and surgical robotics. Now let's talk dividends. They've raised their dividend for 61 straight years. That puts them in the elite group of dividend kings. Their current yield is around 3%, and the payout ratio is around 45%, which means it's sustainable, even during recessions. Want some perspective? If you'd invested $10,000 in Johnson & Johnson 20 years ago and reinvested dividends, you'd be sitting on well over $65,000 today. Johnson & Johnson isn't just a safe stock, it's a compounder, one of the best blue-chip dividend stocks to hold for the next decade. 2. Realty income. Oh, now let's talk about monthly income, and for that, we've got Realty Income, ticker symbol O. They're not called the monthly dividend company for nothing. Realty Income is a REIT, or real estate investment trust, and owns over 13,000 commercial properties leased to big-name tenants like Walgreens, 7-Eleven, Dollar General, and FedEx. And the best part? They pay you every single month, just like rent. It's like owning real estate without the headaches of tenants, plumbing issues, or property taxes. Their dividend yield currently sits around 5.5%, and they've raised their dividend over 120 times since going public. That's 634-plus consecutive monthly payments. Think about that consistency. Through market crashes, interest rate hikes, pandemics, you still got paid. And with long-term leases and built-in rent escalators, they have predictable, inflation-resistant cash flow. If you're looking for a stock that helps cover monthly bills or generate a reliable income stream, this is one you want in your portfolio in 2025. 3. Chevron CVX. Energy might be a controversial sector, but Chevron, ticker Chevron, is one of the most dependable dividend payers out there. With a current dividend yield of around 4.2%, Chevron has not only survived oil crashes, but they've raised their dividend for 37 consecutive years. That's almost 4 decades of commitment to shareholders, even in downturns. But here's what's exciting for 2025. Chevron is investing billions into carbon capture, hydrogen, and renewable fuel technologies, while still dominating in the traditional oil and gas space. It's the best of both worlds. Energy cash flow today, with future-proofing for tomorrow. They also recently acquired Hess Corporation, expanding their global oil production footprint, especially in the super-profitable Guyana oil fields. This isn't just about income, it's about owning a strategic powerhouse in the global energy game. And with oil prices still hovering at profitable levels, Chevron is printing free cash flow. You're not just getting a quarterly check, you're getting exposure to hard assets and future growth. Great stock for dividend income and inflation protection. 4. JP Morgan Chase JPM. Up next, JP Morgan Chase, ticker symbol JP Morgan, the king of U.S. banks. Let's be honest, when the economy gets rocky, not all banks are built to last. But JP Morgan? They're the fortress, largest U.S. bank by assets, run by Jamie Dimon, one of the most respected CEOs on Wall Street. Their dividend yield is around 2.7%. But what makes it powerful is the growth and stability behind it. They've raised dividends steadily for over a decade and have one of the strongest balance sheets in the sector. Interest rates have been a double-edged sword lately, but for JP Morgan, it's been profitable. They earn more from lending, and their net interest income hit record levels last year. And don't forget, they're aggressively buying back shares, which boosts long-term value for investors. So while the dividend might not seem massive at first glance, it's backed by deep pockets and decades of resilience. If you want solid exposure financials in 2025 without the drama, JP Morgan is the pick. 5. Costco cost. Last but not least, let's talk about a retail beast with a sneaky dividend upside. Costco, ticker symbol COST. Costco is like that friend who's always quietly winning. Their regular dividend isn't huge, just 0.7%. But here's what makes them special. They throw out massive special dividends every few years. In 2020, they dropped $10 per share. In 2023, another bonus payout. Why? Because Costco is a cash-generating machine. They make billions not just from product sales, but from membership fees, which have incredibly low churn. Once someone becomes a Costco member, they stay a Costco member. And they've done this without raising prices like crazy or slashing quality. That kind of brand loyalty is rare and powerful. Plus, their global expansion plans are on fire. New warehouses in Asia and Europe are driving international growth. So not only are you getting a stable, profitable company, you're also getting upside from global scale. Costco is a sleeper dividend monster and one of the most durable growth income hybrids out there for 2025. Wrap up. All right. Let's recap the best dividend stocks to buy in the USA for 2025. 1. Johnson & Johnson J&J, healthcare giant with decades of stability. 2. Realty Income, monthly cash flow from a real estate juggernaut. 3. Chevron CVX, high yield plus energy dominance plus future ready. 4. JP Morgan JPM, rock solid bank built for any economy. 5. Costco cost, low yield, big bonuses, long-term loyalty. These aren't just stocks. They're income engines backed by world-class businesses. If you're building your portfolio and want long-term cash flow, you can't go wrong starting with these picks. Pushpin, drop a comment below. Which of these stocks is in your portfolio right now? Or is there a dividend stock you think I missed? Thumbs up, smash that like button to help this video reach more investors. Bell, hit subscribe so you never miss a breakdown like this. Thanks for watching. Invest smart, stay consistent, and let those dividends stack while you sleep. Money with wings. Catch you in the next one.